Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Lingo Titan here, aka Courtney, back with another video again. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about learning Japanese and specifically learning Japanese in 2025 and both of the things that I do to learn Japanese. So the first thing that I do to learn Japanese is listen to songs. Folk songs, children's songs, and what's the anime theme songs, like the opening and closing themes to anime songs. And the second thing that I'm going to use to learn Japanese in 2025 is the Taidoku Graded Readers. Taidoku Graded Readers is pretty much like a collection of short stories that go from level 1 or level 0 to level 5. And as you progress through the stories, they give you kanji throughout the stories, and as you progress through those stories, they reiterate the kanji that you have learned, but also give you new kanji to they also give you new kanji to remember, so that you're learning the old kanji, and it's I guess is reinforcing the kanji that you know as you progress through the stories, but also with the new kanji, it's I guess it's like sprinkling it throughout like the new stories so that you get familiar with it as you go along. So the new kanji will become old, and then uh, the new kanji will become older to you or familiar to you as you progress. And I guess like those are two of the only things that I can think of at the moment to learn Japanese with. And like, I don't know, man. It's like when I compare it to learning Chinese, like some of the Chinese learning apps or like Chinese learning resources will, to I guess like to me, in my opinion, they blow like like other language learning resources out of the water. Cause like some textbooks in Chinese, uh, like some textbooks, apps, and it's not. I guess it's like not just textbooks and apps, but I guess it's like some of the way things are structured. Um, I can't think of how to say it, but like for lack of a better term, like the way things are structured with Chinese learning resources, like it. I feel like, in my opinion, it kind of blows some other language learning resources out of the water, because I've tried like other language learning resources. Like I've tried Anki, I've tried Duolingo, I've tried um what's the what I've tried uh listening to podcasts. I've tried listening to or watching TV dramas, playing video games in your target language, and all of that stuff that people recommend, so that you to get a better grasp of like the language and immersing yourself and things like that. Like I've tried a lot of the stuff that people push or like that's popular, but it hasn't really worked for me. And that's why when it comes to like learning Chinese, like in like other languages as well, like when I'm learning languages and digging for information on like textbooks and apps and different channels that feature like songs and things like that, that I can sing and learn new words and like new kanji, or with that, it just I don't know, man. It's just like I see the popular stuff, and then I see the stuff that I like that's not so popular, and I'm like, dang, man. It's like, why aren't a lot more people talking about it? And it's like with because like with Chinese learning resources, they have like the Wawayaya app, which is a graded reader, like the Taidoku graded readers, and then they have, what's that other app? Amazing HSK. Amazing HSK is like, to me, like the best gamified um app on the App Store. Like it's one of the best. Like, because when I compare Amazing HSK and the Wawaya app to like something like Duolingo, they have those features where they have the gamified stuff, and then they have the stories and things like that. But like Wawa Yaya app and Amazing HSK, even though those are two different apps, like if you put those apps together, they blow Duolingo out of the water. But like Duolingo, I don't know why. It's like it's solidified itself as like the primary or like the most popular way that people can like start learning a language, and like so many people talk about it, and so many people don't talk about like the Wawa Yaya app and like Amazing HSK, even though it's like leagues like ahead of Duolingo. Like it they blow Duolingo out of the water. Like those two apps alone blow Duolingo out of the water. Like it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy that like those two apps are like not even spoken of when people make like how to learn Chinese videos on YouTube. I can't think of, yeah, it's like it's so crazy how little those two apps are spoken of. But Duolingo will be talked like to I guess it's like so many people will talk about Duolingo, whether they hate it, whether they like it, they'll just keep talking about Duolingo no matter what. And not other like lesser known apps on the App Store that people can use to learn Chinese. And yeah, it's crazy to me because like I see it so much on YouTube while looking at other people's videos, and I'm like, dang man, I just feel that like if people, well, I wouldn't say if people use it, because I guess it's like sometimes I guess language learning and just stuff in general comes down to personal preference. So if you like using Anki, you'll use Anki, or you'll gravitate towards that. If you like Duolingo, you'll gravitate towards that, and so on and so forth. But yeah, those are the apps that I like to use to learn Chinese, and then I compare that with apps or like with Chinese or like with Japanese learning resources. And man, it's just I wish there was more. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Or how should I say it? I wish that more people would talk about lesser known stuff, and that's kind of what I want to cultivate. That's kind of the community I want to cultivate on this channel. Is a community of people that are aware and pretty much like use like stuff like Duolingo and Anki, because like they can share some good tips for me to use and like how to use that. Um, and what was I thinking about? I would also like to people that are aware of those things that are popular and that give good tips about that, but also people that are aware that other things exist out there too, like the Wawa Yaya app and Amazing HSK. Yeah, it's like they exist and like they are worthy to be acknowledged just as like something like Duolingo or Anki or even more. Because I don't know, I just like those apps a lot more as like a as a study tool for learning Chinese. So I don't know. I guess it's just my preference. But man, it's like that's what I want to see. But I don't know. Somebody may have a better idea of like how to do that. Cause like I feel like if cause like I've thought about it before. It's like if you just I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but like just taking like the model that the Wawa Yaya app has for the app, the way it's structured. If I feel like if you just take that model and apply it to like other languages, dude, it is just so crazy. Like I feel like I would be fluent in like every language like that I want to study, because like the structure or like the way it's structured is so good. It's amazing. It's better. I feel like it's better than a lot of apps on the App Store that I don't know. I guess like that follow certain trends, but I don't know. I guess yeah. Like I said, that's just me, and that's like my preference. I like to read graded readers. Um, yeah, and yeah, that's just what I like. But I don't know if I ever see that, but I'm hoping that one day that like someone will take that and to take that model or like take the structure that the Wawa Yaya app has and then just apply it to like other languages, and then yeah, just build on top of that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, you guys. I just kind of wanted to make make a declaration that I want to learn Japanese in 2025, and this is me making my statement that basically this is just gonna be the only language that I'm gonna stay up to like 6 to 12 months this year, and yeah, I'll get to like the other languages at some point later on down the road, but for the moment, or like for right now, I'm just studying Japanese, and I kind of just wanted to air out some of the things that's been on my heart as far as like learning languages a little bit, and like learning and what I see online and things like that. Um, but I don't want to like too much down, because that would kind of be a lot, and I know I'm probably wrong in some areas too. So I don't want to like go off on like a tangent or anything like that. But yeah, like if anyone else knows any other ways to like study Japanese that's cool and unique, and that's not really something that I've seen before, because I've seen Anki, I've seen Duolingo, Memrise, um, what is it, LingoPie. I've seen those apps before, so I'm kind of looking for something that's not as known or lesser known, that not just me but other people can other people can benefit from. So I want to thank y'all for watching the video, and just carving out time to sit here for like the 10 minutes and watching me, gush about learning languages, and why I want to learn Japanese. So